You've been a huge supporter of Ben Bernanke, the Fed chairman, calling him a hero. He warned this week about the ballooning deficit. He also said we can't raise taxes now and we can't cut spending now, but we have to be aware of how serious the problem is. Your take on that?
Well, I wrote an article a year ago and said the same thing then, but we certainly shouldn't raise taxes on anybody except the very rich. I think we should raise taxes on the very rich, and I think maybe we should cut taxes for the middle class, upper middle class, lower middle class.
Cut them more than the Bush tax cuts?
It could well be. I believe that in terms of we're taking in about 15 and a fraction percent of GDP and income in the United States. That isn't enough. We're going to have to get more money from somebody. Now the question is, do we get more money from the person that's going to serve me lunch today, or do we get it from me? I think we should get it from me, and I have a lower tax rate, counting payroll taxes, than anybody in my office, and I don't have a tax shelter. I just I just go take the form and fill out the numbers, and I think that's very wrong. And I think that if we're going to get money, and we're going to need money, I mean, we are not taking in enough money at the federal government level, and there's spending cuts to be done, I'm sure of that, but we need more revenue too, and there's only a few places to get it. You get it from corporations, or you get it from individuals, and there's, if we're going to get it from individuals, it shouldn't be the bottom 98%. It should be more from people at the top.
But can you raise taxes right now or not extend the Bush tax cuts on the wealthiest Americans and be sure that it won't affect the prosperity of American businesses right now? Because that's the argument on the other side.
Well, if you get $100 billion more of taxes, just pick a number, from people like me at the top, it means you borrow $100 billion less out of the economy. Somebody's going to come up with $100 billion. Now, either the Fed starts monetizing debt, or you're taking the money from the economy either way. The only question is whether you take it by borrowing or by taxes. And I see no problem in taxing people at the very high levels significantly more than they're being taxed now. And I might very well cut taxes even further, for the people at lower levels.